Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another week of our Tech Marketer Automation newsletter here. Thank you again for subscribing and sticking along with us. Today, I've got a pretty quick one, but I felt like it was an appropriate one to do for this week with 4th of July being on Thursday this week. So, what I am going to walk through is how to do event-based automation inside of Agency Zoom. So we've kind of walked through some of the sales and the service and the retention side and the renewal side rather, um, but they do have a really cool feature here inside of the lifecycle automation at the very bottom for events. And you can trigger this for birthdays, specific holidays, or even newsletters, which would be another way you can kind of get around maybe a holiday that's not listed. So let's kind of walk through this a little bit here. So if I just come up here and I want to add an email, up in the top left, I can see the different events that are preloaded in here, right? So obviously birthdays, milestone birthdays, you can just have it for every birthday. And then we've got a set of federal holidays that are here in the US, and then newsletter. So with 4th of July, let's go ahead and say Independence Day. Now you can also say if you want to send it the day of, so Christmas, for example, maybe not one you want to send the day of, you want to send a few days before, 2, 3, 4, or 5 days before. So let's just go ahead and say the day before. I want to trigger it for everybody, for all the tags. I'm not excluding anything. Again, I can come through here and see who it is. I'm just going to have this come from the agency owner. And now I can say, hey, I hope you have a great Independence Day. And in observance of it, our office is going to be closed on Thursday the 4th and Friday the 5th. Please make sure when you come back on Monday, you come back with the same number of fingers and toes that you went into the weekend with. You know, whatever it is, throw a little levity into the situation. That way, everyone, maybe recognizes you and doesn't think that you're stiff for sending out the email on the day before. But these are great. You can just go in there and just build all of these out, like I said, throughout the year. So New Year, Easter, Memorial Day, Independence Day, I mentioned before, newsletters can maybe be a way to go around other holidays. So if we do an add new here, I can just select the date. Now you'd have to do this again for the following year, but let's say there was a holiday on August 23rd, I don't know, that maybe wasn't listed in here. So you can just go ahead and load this up. Happy whatever day that is, Diwali, I guess. Send out the email, and you're good to go. It'll automatically send out for everybody here. So this is a really, really cool feature. Like I said, it seemed very pertinent with the holiday coming up. Hopefully this is a little bit helpful for you guys. This is also a great way to maybe get in front of some of your people, maybe before, if you're in the Midwest, before tornado season and hail season really starts kicking in. If you're in the hurricane zones, before hurricane season kicks in, say, hey, as a reminder, if we've quoted flood insurance for you in the past, there's usually a lock on binding any any flood insurance over the next couple months. So if it's something you are interested in, let's go ahead and get that knocked out before we get into hurricane season. Just some very basic examples of things that you can do with this. I'm sure all of you, being as creative as you are, will come up with some really good other options as well, and I'm excited to see them. So hope this helped, and thanks again for tuning in. I will be back again next week with another newsletter. Have a great weekend, guys, and stay safe this week.